Morning, beautiful people. Today we are talking about the restaurants on the Disney cruise. There are three restaurants. There is Enchanted Gardens, Royal Court, and Animator's Palate. Royal Court theming is obviously Disney princesses. It's like a ballroom in there. There's mosaics on the wall, the beautiful chandeliers, the number, what table you are on. It has a princess on it. So obviously it's very princessy themed. This was our first night restaurant, which was very nice. I think it's above the engines though, because Royal Court for us did vibrate a lot and the chandeliers were swaying a little bit. So I did feel that on the first night. I was a little bit worried all the restaurants were like that, but they are not. We also had breakfast one day in Royal Court. It's a sit-down service restaurant. Absolutely mayhem, but we enjoyed it. I got Mickey waffles as always. But yeah, lovely breakfast and a lovely dinner. Can't actually remember what I ordered for dinner, but it was nice. Next up, it was, what did we do? Enchanted Gardens. Enchanted Gardens was absolutely my favourite restaurant. I loved the theming. We had really good seats. The food was amazing. What else was there? I can't remember really what else. But that, for me, restaurant was the best. The flowers on the ceiling open up during the meal and it kind of goes darker. So during the day, the flowers are shut and like in the evening, and then they open slowly. Some of them wasn't working, but most of them were. But yeah, you just kind of, if you wouldn't really notice it unless you found out beforehand, but they kind of open and shut throughout the meal, which is beautiful. It is meant to look like Versailles. It doesn't. My daughter did have a laugh at that one when we googled like what's the theming meant to be. It's meant to be Versailles. She's been to Versailles. She's like, it looks nothing like it, bless her. So yeah, I just really enjoyed the restaurant. And also in that restaurant we had the characters come round and have like a little dance. Then they went again, which was quite a nice little nod to it being a Disney cruise. And the last restaurant of the last restaurant of the cruise, was we had Enchanted Garden for 2 nights. We had Enchanted Garden on the second night, and then we had Enchanted Garden for Pirates Night as well. And on the last night, we had Animator's Palette, which I was kind of looking forward to doing the whole drawing and it going along in the pictures, but we didn't have that. Ours was just basically, it was just basically a restaurant to eat at. The screens had the Finding Nemo, and if you're sat near a table, they ask you questions, but we weren't near one of the screens, so we didn't ask questions. So for us, it was basically just a meal. There was nothing really fancy about that restaurant. I think if we all did the drawings, I would have liked it more, but as it wasn't that, it was just basically our table was just a sit-down meal. Nothing fancy, which was quite disappointing really for me. The food was nice, don't get me wrong, but that one disappointed me the most. And that is all the restaurants we actually ate at. As I said, my favourite one was Enchanted Gardens, just for the theming and atmosphere in that place. The food over the different restaurants was very similar each time. Obviously a different menu, but they all had the same standard of food. What else was there? Also the cafe shop. So there's two the two coffee shops. There's one near the atrium, and then there's an adult only one. I went to both of them. I liked the one more near the atrium because you got little pastries there that you can just get, and I think the staff are friendlier over there. I went to the adults only one really late at night. They didn't seem that happy there, so I preferred going to the one near the atrium. That shut at 10 o'clock. So if you did want a late night hot chocolate or coffee, you had to go to the adults only one. And that is our quick little review of the restaurants. I hope you liked it. As I said, There's so many reviews on YouTube and TikTok if you want to go and see them and have a bit more of an in-depth detail about the restaurants. But this is just my quick overall of them. Kind of get down to the standards. Is it nice food? Yes, nice food everywhere. Best atmosphere for me was Enchanted Gardens. The worst atmosphere was Animator's Palate. But that's just probably due to the fact that we didn't have the drawings and then seeing them on the wall and wasn't near a screen, so we didn't interact with the characters. So it was just a restaurant. The coffee shops, I preferred the one by the atrium with the little pastries and the bit more friendly staff. And what else was there? Royal Court vibrates when you're eating. So yeah, that's my quick review of the restaurants. Hope you liked it. Bye.